But that era, I remember there was a big thing where people's like hot actors were trying to do stand up because of Dane's success.
Oh, God.
Like their agents and their managers were getting bookings, like getting the phone. Then trust me, he's working on it. Just lying.
Then the guy from Seinfeld ruined it.
And the guy, no, I said hot actors with respect.
Michael Richard, original crowd work clip. He started it all.
You were the one.
You know, if he did that clip now, he'd be famous.
I know. He did it before you. Let's be honest.
Sheath underwear keeps things dry below the belt with underwear that has pouches. One pouch for your dick, the other is for your balls. So you won't be peeling them off your thigh all summer long. It's amazing. I have them. I love them. I love putting my junk in one and my balls in the other. I wear them all the time. I love it. I love the underwear elastic's awesome. It's big and thick. It doesn't fold over and let you know you're fat. And you're going to love them too. As the weather keeps heating up, you keep your little balls and dick in a pouch. Your twig and berries are nice and warm in the winter and cool in the summer. You'll never need another pair of underwear ever again. It's the best. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use code DUDE to get 20% off your first order. Plus, Sheath Underwear, guess what? 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code DUDE with 1U. Get Sheath Underwear. Support the show. Support your balls. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You Know What, Dude Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show.
YKWD.
I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast.
YKWD's back again.
Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all.
YKWD.
This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. Welcome, everybody, to the You Know What Dude podcast at the Comedy Cellar Studios above the world-famous Comedy Cellar. We're back. Do me a favor, you're watching this on YouTube. Click subscribe. I don't give a shit if you're ever going to come back again. I just want your subscribe button. No. Of course, like, comment, all that stuff. But you can go check out the extra podcast we do every week. You want to support the show. If you're a fan of the show, which I hope you are, go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and become a member of the Patreon. I think it's $5. You get an extra episode. You get all the questions. You can ask the guest questions, all that stuff. Also, make sure you go to punchup.live/Robert Kelly. My special's up there for free, and all my dates and everything's up there. That's where I'm going now. We got a special show tonight. 2 guests, not 1, 2. Danny, who do we got?
We have Matt Braunger and Raanan Hershberg.
Hello. I haven't. The place just lit up. Fucking dude, the
I wasn't used to this guy introducing us. I thought you were about to do that.
No, I let them do it.
Okay.
I let them produce.
You're like, who the fuck are these people? Someone tell me.
I fucking know both of you. I know both of you. I've toured with you.
Yeah.
And me and you were friends in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Where did we? I forget where we met again.
We would just randomly see each other.
Somewhere. We met on a festival or something.
Oh, yes. The first time I think was it South by?
South
first
by
time we hung out?
Southwest.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We hung out.
Over 10 years
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Me and you hung out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We did a show together.
We did. Yeah. It was
at fucking, what was it called? It was Stingy
Molly
Ringwalds.
Pantywads. Like something.
Yeah,
Pantywads.
Pantywads.
Right there on 6th Street before. Yeah.
Just put me in this memory.
No, you weren't.
Feeling very left.
Nah.
What's that place called? It's like a vaudeville theater.
It's
that giant
Molly
one.
Jesse's.
Something. Yeah.
What the fuck?
We're backstage. We're both on some weird. Like, I was on one of those dirty shows with you, and I'm like, what am I doing on this show?
I'll tell you what they did, because it was Laugh Button. When they got in, they were always in at that festival.
Yeah.
And they were like, me and them were always fucking around with shit together.
Sure.
And they're like, oh, you want to do the show? And that festival was kind of alternity,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, if I'm going to do a show, I don't want it. They got to know it's a rated R thing.
Sure, right.
We don't need to be, pussy sucking dick come all over your face.
Right.
But I just think psychologically, if you say it's a rated R show or a dirty show, when you're not that dirty and it's just regular dirty, they're actually like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
But the people won't come to it too, that you don't want there.
Yeah.
And you were not. You're not any.
No.
You were like the.
I was going through my books, like, where's my blue shit?
Well, Gary Gulman was on the show.
Yeah.
It was like the most fucking
so clean.
regular show ever.
He's putting F-bombs in his jokes about Oreos.
Yeah.
Fucking
goddamn abbreviated
Joe's.
fucking states.
It's all this cunt on Trader Joe's.
Grape, delicious. Grapefruit, fucking vile.
Fucking stupid Massachusetts.
It's hard to curse when you're doing observational stuff. Because if you start cursing, everyone's like, well, why do you care that much about this? You know
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, okay. What do
you have to keep it clean because there's an innocence to it.
Right.
So the minute you curse,
Yeah.
you would be the kind of person who'd be like, well, I don't give a shit.
But my thing was always, I literally had a guy in college, this black Rastafarian friend, who used to call me Ramicus because I would randomly cuss. I would just throw an
It's like
F-bomb in
shock.
just out of and I don't know where it came from. I wasn't trying to look cool. I remember being in his mom's house, like for Thanksgiving, and I was like just a table of people, and I was like, these yams are fucking unreal. And like you could just see them all like, church folk
Like
just
when
stiffen.
Like when my dad would yell, it'd be once every 4 years, but it would be traumatizing.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
my kid swears now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just said bitch on the phone when I.
Now, what do you do? I mean, like,
I mean, there's.
It's
Listen,
just so
the
strong.
level of hypocrisy of you telling him to be clean is
I
just.
can't. Like I say to him this. There's a time and a place.
Yeah.
And you're a young kid. You can't just swear willy nilly.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
It's like when your kid's racist. You're like, there's a time and a place.
Yeah, look around.
That was another talk. we
People
had.
look like you. Yeah.
Look around, make sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did say that there was a gay guy on TV, and he goes, "Dad, that guy's gay, right?" I go, "Listen, you can't just say that.
Yeah.
You don't know what somebody is."
Right.
I go, "You have to come up with a code word."
That somehow works.
Using him 50s
So-
terminology.
No.
He's light in his stock.
This guy's Dad, this guy's a fluff, right? Like,
No, we do this. Ready? He'll do this now. We were watching a TV show last night. And he goes, "Dad, huh?" And I went,
that's the grandpa way.
It is funny with gay. Before we could just say gay, it was all just suggestive. It was all like, he's a little light in his loafers.
Right, yeah.
one of
Yeah.
my favorites, by
Yeah,
the way.
light in his
He's
it's such
he's
a great way.
little,
Right. And then there was this. There was
this a
literally
little
this.
bit,
Yeah.
yes.
Just this.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's either or.
He's on the fence.
He can go this way or he can go that way.
It's like, it seems like that'd be like, this is straight and this is like
No,
gay. And
this is straight, this is gay, and this is like you like it from everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
You
This
just
is
sit on
bi.
the fence
I
and
feel
do
like
this.
this should be the bisexual gesture.
That,
but
I'm
it's the gay
seeing
gesture.
like a neon, like the Marlboro Man with a cigarette,
Yeah.
like a hand that does this outside a gay club.
Yeah.
Like, that would be so.
That
That's
was
there's no
big.
words.
So funny
Just
that-
know that's the symbol.
That's such a gay guy. All our guys, Marlboro Man was totally should
yeah.
be the Village People.
Hot, handsome
Yeah,
cowboys.
cowboy, yeah.
I remember my history teacher in college was like this ex-football coach, just like real alpha, big time guy, and he would talk about the Village People and just start laughing, like because just modern history,
Yeah.
and just be like, it was to him it was the funniest joke. That was like they're so clearly gay, but all these guys he was like
Right.
drinking with were like, wait, no, there's a cop and a cowboy, a proud brave,
Yeah, but it's,
Indian.
but it's also a costume.
Yes.
They didn't go to the academy. They went to Ricky's.
Well, it's like everyone knew, but he would just laugh at the guys that didn't.
I didn't know the
Those
Village
guys.
People were gay.
Oh, well, you were a kid.
So
though.
yeah, when I was a kid, I just thought they were a fun band.
Wow.
Yeah. Were they all gay? All 12 of them?
Dude, every single one.
I have
of them.
I have an older
What?
gay friend who's made out with either the cop or the biker. One of them.
Okay.
Like long time ago, back when he was young.
I
Well, he's
kissed
got to
the
finish
Indian.
that list.
I was just like,
He's
come
gotta-
on, work your way
He's
down.
got to work. He's got a bucket
Find the
list
ones that
now.
are left,
Yeah.
the remaining Beatles of gay disco.
He's got a fucking Native American and jack off a sailor or whatever.
There was, but there,
construction worker.
funny enough, there wasn't a sailor.
Were there no sailors?
Yeah, no.
That's strange.
You'd think there would be a sailor.
Was there a Native
Arguably-
American? Am I making that?
Yeah.
Yes,
There was an Indian,
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
the headdress.
Yeah, you can't do
No
that now.
sailor.
Not even them.
Well, it's not an occupation. Everything else is like an occupation. And then they're like, Native American. That's a job, right?
Yeah, but it was an Italian gay kid from the Bronx.
With respect, the sailor outfit is the gayest military outfit we have in our
Sure.
military. With the bell bottoms
Sure.
and the,
Well,
and
it's
the little
associated
sash
with musicals.
and the hat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So honestly, Pilot looks a lot like that. Pilot kind of
does,
looks
doesn't
like a gay Navy steamboat captain from the 1800s.
What do you mean, a pilot?
Like a pilot on a plane. They're kind of like.
well, that whole. Thinking on Top Gun, that volleyball game.
Right.
That
Oh,
was,
yeah.
I didn't know that was gay, and now you watch it,
Playing-
you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You put any music to that, and it's fucking a party.
You put Kenny Loggins playing with the boys to that, then that's
Wow.
That was gay, like ancient Greece gay, where it's like just strong men having
Yeah,
fun
that was-
together.
Yeah, when it was good to be gay.
Back when having sex with a woman was gay.
Yeah.
Yes, that was downtown
Yeah.
village of Sparta.
Manly gay. Yeah,
that was
manly
all
gay.
Spartan
Like,
We
volleyball.
should, you know what? We should just fuck.
But in Greece, in ancient Greece, like people be like, where you going? You're like, I'm going home to my wife. And you'd be like, fucking queer.
Yeah.
Come on, fuck some little
Come
kids
on.
with us.
Let me blow you.
Yeah.
Don't be gay.
Don't be gay. Because it was like a male friend thing.
It was that was where because they got
times.
so manly.
Yeah.
they had to go beyond
when
manly.
when you butch it up too much.
Yeah, when you get
just go over the edge.
It's like, dude, I want to just suck a dick and be a man.
Being gay is the least gay thing because it's all about being with a friend as
Yeah.
close as you can. It's as far away from women.
Well, there's also the penis in your bum.
Yeah.
That's the part that I would get, would be hard to get past.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd try. You get past it.
Give it a college try.
I think gay, if you think about it, are like definitely the most oppressed group through history. Because if you look at any other like group in books and movies, they at least were mentioned. Like
Right.
the first open gay character was like Will and Grace. Like
Yeah.
everything else was just like they just suggested in a
Sure.
book. You could, I mean, like from 1500s, there were Jewish characters. They'd be called the Jew, and they'd have like horns, but they
Yeah.
were at least. You could say Jew. Like you
Right.
couldn't even say gay.
I was in.
Could you imagine being a Jew gay? Woof. There's a special oven for them.
There were, I mean, yeah. There were some gay Jews in Auschwitz. They're like, which one am I here for?
Can you? What put it over the edge?
You know, there was a whole conspiracy theory that Lincoln was gay.
Yeah.
Cool. He had a high pitched voice. So
Well,
he
yeah,
was
but he
always-
also wrote letters to a dude.
Which is pretty gay.
Oh,
No, that someone tried like Lincoln's gay. You should see the letters he wrote to a man. I'm like, just the idea that he wrote letters to a man. Case closed.
Yeah, I think he signed "I love you" or something.
But everyone was like that. It's so hard to tell who's gay back then because everyone would, first of all, write letters to men, and they
Right.
wouldn't. It was the opposite of
Don't
no
forget the
homo.
quill.
Yeah,
That's-
the
the
quill.
quill
how do
was
you
gay.
tell? Like pre-revolutionary France,
impossible.
you cannot tell who's straight and who's
Because
gay.
they'd just be
You
like,
cannot tell.
and everyone would just be like, I love you, you're my
Right.
great. Yeah, there was no like uncomfortability.
No idea what the sexuality of any women
Yeah.
from
But
that
didn't
era
like
was.
all the didn't they all have like side dudes? Like the princes, like all these
Yeah,
movies.
oh,
just-
sure.
It was just a side dude that you rubbed you down.
You
and-
had so much power. It was like, I'll try it. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm just bored
You
with
could be-
these women, so I'll try a boy.
You could be fairly openly, I mean, not open, but you could be gay, and everyone knows in like France in like the 1900s. Or
Yeah.
everyone knows, but no one said
Right.
anything.
Right.
In America, you had to hide it a lot more.
yeah, you had high because it was a Christian religion.
Right. But in France, like the straight guys are all wearing makeup and like they can't like say
you
anything.
probably were like less cool
Yeah,
if you didn't hook up with a guy
Exactly.
every now and then.
Back in that
Like
too, you had-
Christmas or something.
Yes.
You all had to wear
Exactly.
wigs.
Yeah.
You had to do a lot of.
The powder.
You had to put powder, wigs,
one-
lipstick.
One mole.
One little,
mole. Just one.
one little silly mole like Liza Minnelli. I was talking.
French is so, yeah, it is.
Your friends would clown you so bad if you didn't have the right silly mole.
So funny,
Wrong
imagine.
side, Pierre.
So funny to imagine a homophobe back then and
Oh, God.
complete mascara.
Losing his mind.
It's like fucking gay
wanna
people.
put on these buckle
Hold on,
shoes.
is my lipstick right? These
We
fucking
all
gay
wear
people.
heels.
adjusting
Fuck
his wig,
this.
putting his
Fuck
little
this.
high boots
These
on.
pants are too tight.
Yeah, the
Stop
idea
saying
of
that.
like a guy being gay and being on trial and everyone there just being in makeup
yeah,
and wigs
yeah.
is so funny.
Like, you know, like not the same era, but Oscar Wilde.
Yeah,
when he was
yeah.
on trial for the love that dare not speak.
And they're
its
all
name.
in fucking wigs
You
and row.
know
Yeah.
he was losing his mind.
Yeah, but
Come
it
on,
was so
How
funny.
do
We're all gay.
I fucked half you guys.
Back in the 80s, though, I remember when you would get an earring. If you got it in your right ear, you were gay.
Right.
If you got it in your left ear, you were cool. For some, I don't know how we came up with
codes.
these weird codes of.
But were gay people doing that, or was that just a way for
And we don't
straight
even-
men
yeah.
to call out other straight men?
Yeah.
I think gay guys would wear them in both or the right ear.
Right.
Okay.
You know, because it was like a. But I remember it was a big thing in Boston. Dude.
Oh, no.
Don't fucking make sure you get it in
Don't
the
you
right
fuck-
ear.
The 90s were probably the most homophobic time because that was a time in comedy where just the idea of gay was a joke. you'd just be like, my teacher, and I had the hots on my teacher, and his name, and everyone was like, that's hilarious. The idea of you being gay. Like you didn't have to write a joke.
No.
Just the idea of homosexuality was the punchline.
Hilarious.
People would be like, that's fucking
I
I'm
miss
dying.
those days.
innocent time.
I miss those days. What are you, fucking queer?
But that's why gay is the most depressed. No one's like, what if I was a Jew? No one would be like, start laughing.
Yeah, most depressed.
Dude, it's like I've had, gay people put themselves down for being gay and from like self-effacing, which I fucking always hate, but it's so much worse than someone who's Jewish when they've done that.
Right.
Not now.
Well, like this fucking.
I mean, I'm gonna get shit for having him on.
I remember this guy being like, "Well, sorry, I'm a Jew," and I was like, "Don't do that.
It's bad.
No,
It's funny.
no one feels that way. in here.
Right.
When they say because when they say gays for Palestine, we did a thing here on it because it was like it's such a weird thing that they're I think it was in Minnesota. They elected a guy, and then as soon as he got in, he was a Muslim. As soon as he got in, he banned the gay flag.
Oh, really?
And it's
Christ.
like hilarious.
There is like we should, I don't know. I don't want to talk. But
Yeah, fuck that.
there's
Well, I was talking to somebody. I want to get to you because I was talking to somebody. Someone was at the show in St. Louis. Remember, we were in St. Louis.
Yeah.
We did that rock venue, that big rock venue.
Yeah. Oh, that Jew line. Oh, yeah. Someone, isn't that the place where someone yelled?
What happened? You got fucked because Louis every night we were on a tour with Louis.
Okay.
And we.
This is before he got. No, I'm kidding.
No, like it was 100% after.
I'm kidding. I didn't know him before.
When was this tour? I'm Mr. Judgment here.
I found out at the end of the tour.
I told him.
Signed up again.
I was like, "Hey, want to read this article?" Remember what he was doing last night? But he would go on my God mic every night and introduce the show.
Yeah.
But every night he would do stupid stuff and it was funny. But this night, didn't he go out? I think he went out on stage.
Like at first. Yeah.
So for some reason he went out. It was like, "Hey guys."
Yeah, he always. Yeah.
You can't go out.
And then I had to
ruined
follow him.
You had to follow Louis
So it was
just
like,
going
come
out.
back.
I just disappointment. Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, guys, I know you." They're so excited.
That's
it was
fucked
awful.
up.
Woo! All right, guys, hang on one sec. I'm gonna bring this other dude out. He brought you out.
But then someone in the audience at one point, I talked about being Jewish, and Louis has this bit about Schindler's List, bit about the girl going, "Goodbye, Jews," and someone just yelled that out because they thought it was funny. But it was just, I was like, "That's my time," and someone was like, "Goodbye, Jew, goodbye," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "But that's."
That's me. That's terrible.
You're yeah.
I've seen the Hitler salute a bunch in clubs now.
Where?
Governors, which was to be expected.
They did what?
The guy did a Hitler. I was talking about Nazis.
You sure he wasn't asking a question? Hey, real quick.
Was he?
Hey,
But he's reticent. I don't want to raise it too high.
I kicked him out before he went all the way up to here. Get out.
No, I just want to ask a question. I'm a Jew too. I just want to ask a quick question.
My shoulder. I have an injured shoulder.
They gave a Hitler salute.
Okay.
Well, he was drunk. And he started doing it because I was talking about Nazis.
Was his name Anthony? No, I'm kidding.
It was the manager. That place is fucking beyond. His level of sexual harassment is so old school. It's like I'm in Mad Men.
Oh, I love it out there.
The manager, whatever his name
He's
is.
the best, James. I fucking love him.
Anyway,
I want to bring my wife down.
it's not even. It's like early Mad Men season,
He's
like
the-
season 1, first episode.
It's so funny because that's my type of dude.
Yeah, I know.
I love that
As soon as you
fucking
said
guy.
it, I
Bobby.
thought what you said.
Hey, Bobby, come on here. I remember one night he gave me my, it was written in pencil, all the tally up. And he goes, "Yeah, take a look at that." And then he just took a stack of money in the thing, and he hands me the money. I go, "Okay, can I take this?" He goes, "No, I need that." And he just took it back. I'm like, "All right."
Jesus.
I just take what he gives me. And I'm like, "Okay, dude."
I avoided him at all costs. I just knew right away there's no way we would ever connect on any level. So I just hi, and I just ran away.
Well, you could have connected on food, movies. Bring up The Godfather.
Yeah, that's true. But so, yeah, he did the Hitler salute, and then he kept on doing it. But I was ignoring it. But I had one of my it was Long Island, so I had a bunch of my mom's friends in the back.
Jesus.
And halfway through the set, I heard this Jewish woman just go, "He's still doing it." And it was one of my mom's friends. I'm like, that's worse than the Hitler salute.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
you
shut the
shouldn't
fuck
be
up.
here
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about
Yeah,
that
so stop
guy.
yelling it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Christ.
worse than the Nazi. Yeah.
well-
Only thing worse than a Nazi is a Jew.
Because the Nazis say the same thing. It's a circle.
It I just felt so like a child.
Yeah.
He's still doing it. It was brutal.
I hate when
Should have
like,
did it back.
I
I hear you.
I had a joke like from one of my specials about like just people Sig Highland at a Trump rally.
Yeah,
it wasn't about Trump at all. That was just because there's one guy in the picture that I saw that looked like he wasn't even real with them.
Yeah,
could have been wasted and was like trying it for the first time. And I was just doing him going back to work and being like, and his friend being like, "Hey man, you seen this?" And he's like, "Oh fuck, has Mr. Schwartz seen this yet?" You know, is the dumb joke because it's like a chick like that is it on Bourbon Street being like, "Should I?" And she finally shows her tits and the pictures go off and then her family sees
I miss those days.
But like,
I remember when tits were on TV. Remember that? They just had commercials of chicks whipping their tits, and they sold it, and we were just like, yeah. All you want to do is go to Bourbon Street and see tits.
Sure. Yeah, it's a
I
dream.
wonder if that still goes on.
It does. They'll arrest you though.
Oh, they'll arrest you now.
Yeah, like it's just you just gotta make sure a cop's not around.
God damn it.
I know it's ridiculous.
It stinks.
Public drunkenness is fine. Public nudity, no.
That was the whole thing. You got beats for showing your tits.
Right, but
It'd always be a bunch of college kids holding up some girl that they know. Do it, do it. She'd go, all right, and then there'd just be a black hand would come up and just shake her titty.
Yeah.
Some dude that just waiting for a tit to come up and just grab her tit and shake it.
yeah, these days, if tits are out, it's not the tits you want to see. These days,
it's not.
It's a protester like his 80
Oh,
whose
God.
tits out or something.
Yeah, I really wish protesters would get hotter. some weird nipple.
Isn't there like they say they're all crisis actors? Who's casting? Because
For the
bullshit.
I need to get my SAG medical.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll jump in. Yeah, we did that tour with Louis. That was a fucking great tour because
was crazy. Yeah, awesome.
we wound up at some point. I was like, Louis, we should fuck the hotels. Let's stop at these national parks.
Oh, we were in a trailer.
We were in a trailer. No, it was a
RV,
tour bus.
RV, tour
No, it was
bus,
a
tour bus.
RV. What the fuck? He didn't get canceled that bad.
It's a wagon.
It was a
Horse.
we were in a
drawn
station wagon.
It was an insane fucking rock tour bus. It was beautiful.
It was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We're just in a
Yes,
station wagon.
the green station wagon with the siding.
We're on this massive.
Louis crying the whole time.
We're on this massive tour bus, and we wound up going to these national parks and just pulling in this big, huge tour bus and parking and doing barbecues.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I would cook.
That's great.
Because I could do all that shit. We'd cook, we'd hang out. We wound up stopping in the Badlands, and people were so mad at us because it's all like trailers and campers, and then this fucking, Van Halen pulls up.
yeah.
And we took up like 3 spots.
Sure.
Badlands was amazing.
Badlands was great. I kind of got mad at you and Louis, though.
What happened? You got mad at me every other day. I can't keep track.
Well, you're a little annoying, but because you guys hit it off on this other level, and they would talk movies all the time. And we're in the Badlands. Have you been to the Badlands?
Yep.
Okay, it's like you can see the fucking galaxy turning.
It's wild.
So I'm sitting there like they're talking movies, and they get into movies. No, I mean it's mind bending.
Yeah.
Because they know the directors, they know the fucking AP, DP, PAs. They know every single aspect of it and the nuances of the thing, and they're talking. I'm just like, I don't remember who's in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, all right. So I take my chair and I move to the middle of this field, and I'm just looking up, smoking a cigar, watching the galaxy turn. And then they were like, meh. And they walked over to me. And then they stand over in front of me, and I'm like looking at them, and they just start talking about movies again. I go, hey, fuckface.
Why'd you come over here?
Look up. And they both went, wow, that's beautiful. And I was like, yeah, we'll sit. And then they finally said it, but I was so mad.
Wow, you got to be able to talk about movies anywhere. Badlands.
You do.
I'll be on the moon talking about movies.
I know, you really love movies. You have a movie that you just self-produced, right?
I'm making, yeah. I mean, it's a 22-minute movie, but I raised like $34,000. I'm going to make it in August.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
directing
excited.
it.
Yeah, co-directing it with my buddy. Yeah.
Co-directing. What's it about?
It's a thriller about like a caretaker for a guy with dementia. And one day he's like listening to a song, an old song with the caretaker. She's like a middle-aged woman. And she's like, you remember this song? And he just out of nowhere is like, yeah, this song was playing the night I strangled Rosie. And it's like, she starts wondering if he may have killed someone in the past. So she just starts kind of like investigating it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
But he's like an old guy with dementia. So it's like,
So it's a comedy.
Comic twist.
It could have been, but it's not actually a comedy.
So, I know. So that's weird that your first thing out is a thriller because you love movies.
Yeah. I mean, I've written a lot of screenplays with my buddy, and this is just one we wrote, a feature that we thought we could condense to something simple, just a caretaker and a guy in his house. I mean, we have comedies too, but
Have you ever sold one of them?
no, I've never sold any.
Nothing?
No, I mean, I was paid to write one, but not really sold.
That's so hard, writing stuff and just having it be there.
Yeah, just nowhere, go nowhere. Well,
Because writing is the worst.
yeah, it took us a long time. Well, that's the thing. We like writing and dreaming and shit, but it took us a long time to be like, let's actually make something. I'm like 40 now, but now we're gonna make something.
That's
know?
great.
Oh, I mean, dude, I'm almost 50, and like, I still like my wife reads my stuff, and she'll just be like, "I would change it." I'm like, fuck, hate it,
burn it,
hate it. But it's so much better every time.
Yeah.
Because she reads 1,000 scripts. So.
My wife
right.
reads, she's from Boston, everything. It's good. I could write
Very
anything.
nice. It's very nice.
It's good. I like it. It's good. You should do it.
Can we
That's
go?
how it works.
Can we go now?
Yeah, I give her everything. I actually just gave a script I wrote with somebody to, it's the worst because when I gave it to, I waited and I picked the person I wanted to give it to, and I gave it to two people. One of them was Louis.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
Never heard back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
That's common.
I mean, it was like, I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
And it's like, when do you make that call? And then if you make that call, are they going to be like, no, I read it?
You just
Okay,
Oh.
Great.
Yeah.
You just have
the equivalent of, hey, I saw your show last night. They keep walking.
Yeah.
The fuck?
you just have to,
You
like,
look good.
Tell me I suck.
when you're talking to someone like bigger, like
Yeah.
you just have to accept, like, it's not like other people. Like if it's someone like on your level and they ignore you, that's like a problem.
Right.
But if it's someone bigger, you just accept that
Yeah.
it didn't happen. That you didn't message them. And then you see them and everything's like normal.
Can't bring it up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's another guy I gave it to. It's been a month.
Yeah.
And this guy's like in the business.
Yeah.
And I don't like, I sent him a text too. Hey, dude, just checking. No rush. I didn't mean it.
That's a funny text.
Yeah.
No rush. I don't know why I'm texting this at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why I need to tell you no rush.
That is half of all showbiz texts.
Hey, no
Move your
rush
ass.
at all. But but rush?
Hey, something? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah.
Maybe an emoji?
Yeah, I sent Louis a short film I made. 9 minutes, got no response.
Nothing.
I
Whoa.
thought like a 9-minute short film. And then I saw him, he doesn't bring it up, whatever.
Well, do you bring it up?
No.
Why?
Because you just have to accept that. Well, I don't know about him. I don't know how busy he is anymore. But like,
You got time now, fucker.
he's like, I'm like, he's like retired from comedy and he's not responding by text. But anyway, I think like you just accept that they have a lot of shit and they miss it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, it's also, some people get a ton of shit and it's just like, they just don't look at it.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend
Yeah,
who
but don't
sent
say
me-
you'll look at it.
True.
Don't say
Absolutely.
I gave it to Colin Quinn. He was like, I love it, blah blah blah. You should do this, you should do that.
Well, he's rare kind.
Rare breed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Rare
is.
breed. That's another guy who's written so many scripts. I read one of his scripts. He wrote a script on the border before the border shit happened.
Wow.
It was all about ICE and all this stuff. It was fantastic. It was great. And it's like it never was made. And I just don't get this. I don't get the business. I don't get it. Because now it's like, this is what they want. Here it is. Make it. And they just won't. I don't get it. You live in LA now.
I think it's going to be like it's going to have to make a huge sea change because I think even, fucking lunch bucket Johnny in the middle of the country is sick of quote unquote IP. They're sick of Star Wars 17.
Yeah.
They're sick of Inside Out 12. They're sick of all this stuff. Prequels. Every other movie's a
burst.
fucking prequel.
It's so funny that people. Sorry. Yeah.
It's like this casting director I auditioned for. She came out and she's just like, my daughter's almost 4. And she's like, oh, I just saw Inside Out 2. And I'm like, how was it? And I wanted to be, and she's like, every fucking preview was a goddamn property. And it was just this thing. She was pissed. Because it's just like,
They self-destructed with their like not having anything original.
Yeah.
It just fucking they got to the
it's
point where it all
just
fell
hedge funds
apart.
that own everything being safe because they want to make a cruise ship out of everything.
Right.
To extrapolate
And then
a long way.
and then-
But it's just
That's a long way.
It's a long way.
They're gonna
not past the theme park.
It's also
a whole
it's
cruise
so
ship.
funny to me that
It'd be funny if they
they're
made a cruise ship out of his 9-minute short.
yeah, it's very cruise ship worthy.
Oh, are you on the Toy Story 4?
Are you
Holds
on the
80,000 passengers.
Are you on the Lonely Jew?
But
I wish that was a property.
But they're also like, I don't know why movies in theaters aren't doing well. And then you go to the theater, it costs like $25.
Yeah.
There's now about 20 minutes of not even previews, 20 minutes of TV commercials.
Yeah.
That just are depressing and make you feel like you haven't left home, which is then 20 minutes of previews.
Yes.
By the time the movie starts, I legitimately forgot what movie it is.
Yeah.
And then the movie's IP that's 4.5 hours long, and it's a remake of a prequel of an origin story answering a question no one asked.
Yes.
No one asked. No one wondered what Wolverine was like at 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're also making movies that they think people want.
Yeah.
Instead of making something that we don't know we want.
Exactly. That's the best star. The best star is not giving them what they want, giving them what they need.
Our whole job is give people what they don't know they want.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this horrific shit I took.
Right,
Whatever.
right,
You know, where it's like, I didn't see that coming.
Right.
You know,
I didn't see it coming out of you. You're right. You talking dirty every once in a while is shocking.
But that's
that
what.
random
But
cuss word.
that's why comedy shows are typically pretty full because people want that shit. Like, what was this? The dude from one of the guys from Oasis just made this great point where he's like, you have all these people that are like, let's find out what people want. He's like, fuck them, they're cunts. Don't tell them. We'll tell you. He's like, there's a reason why fashion houses come out with new shit all the time. They never ask anyone, and then everyone dresses like that in a year.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like that same thing. You need. These
I mean,
artists.
we actually most of us dress the same exact. I mean, look, we're all wearing.
Yeah, no, we're a bad example.
We're just fucking.
I don't think he was
kooky
referring to us.
Yeah.
No, but like populace at large kind of thing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, you shouldn't ask the masses anything. They're
No.
wrong. The masses are
God,
wrong.
no.
They followed Hitler. They're wrong.
A lot of people didn't. I mean, I can't believe what's happening now with all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
That Jewish people are fucking. I don't want to get into it, but it's nuts to me. New York City in colleges. What's acceptable right now?
Right.
For Jewish people, I just never thought us.
That it would feel unsafe to be a Jew in Brooklyn.
Yeah, like it's like I feel like I don't know. It's just a weird thing for me to grasp, knowing that. You know, like you see these videos of people on trains, any Zionists in it.
All right.
I'm like, a Zionist is what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is that?
The fucked up thing about that word is that I don't even say side, but there's like 5 different definitions right now. Then I'm like, no, let's break down.
But there is only one
how
definition. They just changed it. Yeah.
Right.
The definition is just Jews having a homeland in Israel. It doesn't negate the idea of Palestinians having a homeland.
Right. I agree.
You know,
but
just on the shitty side.
That's
There you go.
I hate
just on the not
that it's
good
been
side.
that even. But people who don't believe that, who are completely anti-Palestine.
No, of course. There's horrible people on all sides.
Yes.
They don't call it the dusty side over there.
And there's horrible people on all sides of it. You know what I mean?
We're solving real issues. Movies, Israel, Palestine. We're really doing it, guys.
But I do think like that when people are like anti-Zionism, it is like insulting because it's like if you think all Zionism is evil, like Yitzhak Rabin died.
Yeah, but you guys picked the wrong word.
Yeah.
Zionist sounds like it should be in Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Zionists.
I think of like Lauryn Hill. Her son's named Zion.
Right.
Like, that must be fucked up. We're like, how can you be anti my boy? It's my child.
Yeah, words don't mean anything anymore. Everyone's kind of the big thing now is everyone's like, I care so much more about this than you. I'm going to use words incorrectly. That's how you show. That's how you show you care more. I'm like, I care so much more. I'm going to use this word incorrectly. You're like, well, that's the wrong word. It's like you only realize that because you don't have as much empathy. But whatever.
Now
we can all agree Netanyahu, cool guy. Fucking worst.
Are you? I don't even. It seems. He talks nice.
It's not great. Yeah,
it is perfect that he said people followed Hitler, and you're like, well,
I'm just trying to get.
know.
I don't want my kid to say motherfucking cocksucker in public. That's all. I'm worried about.
Dude, I know.
You have kids?
Yeah, one. Yeah,
boy,
girl.
Yeah. I used to live in L.A. You love it out there?
Love it. Dude, I just saw 3 kids on scooters in Tribeca, and I was like, how? How does this kid
not die?
Yeah, they're 4, same age as my daughter, just like scooting down the street.
They die. We just don't care.
Make a new one.
Just move, yeah.
And it's just like, I was just texting my wife. I was like, Jesus Christ, I can't imagine. My daughter's wild, man. She just like.
How old?
She'll turn 4 in August.
So do you live in the suburbs kind of thing? Or
No, I live in Los Feliz, which is like just south of Griffith Park. It's like really livable, but like it's still you can walk to fun stuff, and it doesn't. It's
you
not
have a
like
backyard
it's not like
and all
Brentwood.
that shit?
It's not. Yeah, like I got a back deck, and I got.
You have a house?
Yes.
Oh, I could do LA if I had a house.
Yeah, I have a house.
The thing that really fucked me up in LA, unlike New York, is that the apartments in New York, I don't know, you're just in it. It's almost a box. You don't have to see people.
Right.
In LA, you'd have an apartment and your front window, people walk by to get to their place.
Yeah, I had
So
that.
every 5 seconds, you'd be like,
I had that.
and it's like, and then they had that dumb pool that nobody used.
Right, yeah. Right in the middle.
It just made me feel like I was part of some cult. I don't know.
I moved into this place after my now wife and I broke up. And like,
I'm
it was
sorry
like
to hear
huge. No, we're good now. No, this is back then. We're good. I'm never. She leaves me.
No, I'm sorry you got back
kill myself.
together.
Yeah, you know her. Yeah, it's the worst.
Oh, you're not
but
married
at this
now.
but at this giant like glass window.
Yeah.
And like there are these kids that like that lived in the building. They were like 20 something, and I'd be just at my dining room table writing, and they would walk by sometimes like wasted and be like, "Hey, he's right fucking there. There he is."
Yeah.
They like my stuff, and it's flattering, but it's like I'm not a bear.
Yeah.
In a cage.
Yeah. I couldn't stand it. I actually had the girl moved in next to me, and I'm watching my TV one day, and she walked by, and then she came back, knocked on my door. Hey, can you turn your TV down? It's like, go fuck yes. No, this is my area. Fuck off. She's like, maybe can you shut your door? No, fucking go shut your door, you fucking loser. And then I got a dog. I snuck a dog in. We weren't supposed to have dogs. But the guy was like, all right, listen, if you're sneaking in and don't. So we snuck this little tiny dog. And then she got a dog.
Oh.
Because I got a dog, and then I had to move.
Holy
Dude,
shit.
I moved.
Oh, because there's too many dogs in the place? Or?
No, it's just like all of a sudden everybody just started getting dogs, and we got fucking ratted out. I'm like, out of there. And then we moved to Culver City, which is the wrong part of town.
You know.
I didn't know that. You had to be a blood to
Well, Culver City's super nice now, but like it's like where the Sony lot is and stuff. But like I go to Culver City, I get lost.
Yeah.
I get lost.
I mean, LA is gorgeous. I mean, I think it's like, I like it way more than New York. I just know people in New York and I don't want to make friends again.
I'm right now in New York just to get on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Well, that's
know,
the thing.
because
The
I have free
comedy-
time and stuff.
the stage is better
I
here.
get stage time in LA sometimes. Like I get a decent amount. But like it's also there are those times where I'm just like, wait, there's just nothing right now.
Yeah,
And
LA's
there's
good for
always
like
something here.
nature and meditating.
Sure.
New York is for like getting better at it, but also getting mentally unwell.
Yeah, but getting mentally unwell is part of getting better at it. Because I feel like for me, when I lived in LA for 2 years, and I became like just a regular person.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was like I told this story before. Patrice stayed at my apartment for like 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
And at the end of the 2 weeks, I was barbecuing chicken on my little grill, on my little patio that everybody has, that little balcony.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, you got to move. And I'm like, why? He goes, this is the best barbecue chicken I ever ate. He goes, you're a cook. You're not a comic. Because I wouldn't even go to the clubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
because you couldn't. I remember one time I went in there, I got bumped 5 times. But it was like bumps I couldn't. It was Adam Sandler. And like everybody he knew.
Yeah.
And then, it's just like all these famous people rode in.
Other than like the Laugh Factory, that doesn't really happen.
The bumping
anymore.
doesn't happen?
No. I mean, it'll be like they're.
Because people are scheduled.
People are scheduled, and also they don't do the thing as much where they show up and then move you. I remember like Dane would do that all the time.
Yeah.
Who?
But Dane Cook would would get there and you just go long.
I was just joking.
I know. They're like old friends, or they started together.
You're like Dame Judi Dench. Is that what you?
Yeah.
They were an improv troupe.
But when I moved
Dane
to LA
used to bump me
20 years ago.
I swear to God, Dane bumped me one night. I finally said to him, I go, can you not bump me? And he was like, dude, I got to go on, man. I got to get home. I went, I'm staying. I go, no. I go, I'm staying with you. You're driving me
don't do
back
45.
to your house. Like you have
That's
to wait
so
here
funny.
for me anyways. And then
You shouldn't bump people that you're like started with. I think that's like
I don't know. I don't like
really
bumping
thought
anybody.
about bumping in a long time.
No.
When I moved in LA, when I moved there 20 years ago, it was constant. It was constant.
When
It was fuck, all right. So and so showed up. They're gonna do an hour.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Dane. It was a lot of people, like a little handful of people that could just drop in and be like, I'm going up.
Right.
I think, like, honestly, clubs are basically kind of being like, no.
Really?
To a lot. Well, because even Chappelle will call ahead. You know what I mean?
Like right. Once Chappelle's calling
even
ahead,
like new people who are big and new, like Matt Rife.
Right.
Like he won't bump people.
Oh, really?
He'll be scheduled.
Yeah, be scheduled like everybody else. But I mean, when I lived there, the bumping thing was so annoying to me because you'd be so excited to get a spot.
Oh, I hate that.
And then you'd get bumped, and they'd be like, "Okay, you have to go on." You get like 5 minutes now because they have to end the show, or they bump you to another show.
You'll probably be 2:30.
Yeah,
probably. We'll see. Hang out.
Maybe hang out.
Yeah, it is just completely unacceptable.
It was awful.
Yeah, like
It's
that.
not.
Like,
It's
like you're
awful.
just allowed to fuck over people.
Yeah, I mean, they used to do it here at the Cellar once in a while. They don't do it that much. I mean, but it was, I got bumped one night by all the Wayans brothers.
All 12 of them?
All of them.
That's great.
I got bumped one night by all the Rocks.
So good.
And then Sherrod, who was technically one of the Rocks. It was fucking nuts.
How many rocks are there? Are there 3 rocks?
Well, there's Chris Rock, Tony Rock, then there's Jordan Rock, and I think there was another Rock at one point.
Yeah,
And then Sherrod's one of the Rocks.
Can't you just be like, can only Chris bump me? I don't think the other ones should be able to bump me.
I'd actually accept Tony more.
Yeah, bumping is it's fucked up.
But that era, I remember there was a big thing where people's like hot actors were trying to do stand up because of Dane's success.
Oh God!
Like their agents and their managers were getting bookings, like getting the phone. Then trust me, he's working on it. Just line.
Then the guy from Seinfeld ruined it.
And the guy, no, I said hot actors.
Hey, man.
With respect.
Michael Richard, original crowd work clip. He started it all.
You were the one.
You know, if he did that clip now, he'd be famous.
I know. He did it before you. Let's be honest.
No, they did that too.
But those guys would get on stage and eat shit. And it was the wildest thing. They'd eat it so bad, I would find myself feeling bad for a guy with perfect bone
you know what that
structure.
was, though?
I'd just be like, why do I feel sorry for
These
this
are famous
handsome
actors
man?
or just up and coming kind of?
Up and coming.
They
Only
found
up and
out
coming.
they did the same thing.
The guys that were never went anywhere.
Famous
Right.
actors did that with movies because remember there used to be movie actors, TV actors.
Yeah.
And then they would they found out that you can make a lot more money being on TV, going for 10 years on and they would make $250,000 an episode.
Right.
Vince D'Onofrio, all these people, Law and Order, all those things.
Yeah.
So they started doing TV.
Yeah.
So now it was just mixed it up. They did the
And
same
they
thing
shoved all of us
with
down.
We're under the ground.
because TV used
We're with
to,
mimes.
TV used to make stars.
I know.
And now, and comedy, they did the same thing with comedy because they would be on these sitcoms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, "Oh, you can go make you're not doing shit." Because after acting, after the thing, they'd be like, "Dude, just get an act, go on the road, and you're gonna make $30,000 to $40,000 a weekend." So people just come out and see you. They don't even give a fuck. I had somebody. They came to me and said, "Hey, will you write this guy an hour, so that because he's gonna start touring, and you'll middle for him, but you'll go up at the end." And so they wanted me to headline at the end, do 25 minutes at the end.
You
and he goes up.
You middled but closed?
They did that. They wanted
And
me.
what did you say to Jeremy Piven?
It was happened to me twice. Happened to me. Dat Fan was one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wanted me to go up. Dat Fan would go up in the middle, do it like a half hour, and then I would have to close the show. I was like, go fuck yourself.
No.
I'm not fucking middling at the end for whatever shit money you want to give me. Then
God.
the other one was, who was it? The guy who's the host of something now. Wild and Out.
Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon was doing an hour, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to help him not write it, but punch it up?" And then you'll do. And I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to. I have a hard enough time punching up my horse shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking make you awesome."
You're a great comic. I can't see you
Do you
getting
write
into
for anybody? Have you written for people?
No.
Do you write really good jokes?
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Oh, you're talking. I'm sorry.
Because I always think, like,
I
I've
thought it was-
never had a job like that. I have friends who write for, like, Jeff Dunham or like,
Oh, really?
like that. Yeah, but like, I'm just like,
The puppets don't write the joke
I
themselves?
never, he doesn't just hold them and
Just hold 'em.
concentrate real hard.
I like Jeff Dunham. It's his puppets who are racist. No, sorry.
No, but it's like I just never even had a rep reach out.
No, I've
because
never-
I'm also not an amazing joke writer, but
No,
like
yeah,
I
you
think
are. You're
it's
great.
thanks. But like just on paper, what I mean?
Right.
I can't imagine doing that.
No.
Writing an hour?
Well, no, it's too hard to come up with your own shit.
insane.
Yes.
It's too hard to come up with your
And
own shit.
Nick Cannon getting into his fucking head?
Yeah.
Like, how did that even work?
Well, I mean, I think it was not the hour. Maybe, but it's punch up or go through what he's got and fix it or make it better or whatever. Which
Just imagine trying to write jokes about having 22 kids.
Listen,
Well, you'd have to watch him do it, probably,
lot
right?
of
Watch him do the hour.
You have to go
and
on the
then
road.
take notes and be like, "Don't say that. Don't do that."
I would love to.
you know who did that though? Richard Jennings. Is that his name? Richard.
People wrote for him? Oh, you wrote for other people.
Well, he had a guy come around with him. His opener was his guy who'd watch his act and be like, all right, this, that, and then. I know a lot of people that have
Like helper, yeah.
helpers. No, and I don't mind that. I'll
Yeah,
fine.
Jim and Janine. Gaffney.
Yeah.
You know, like she'll just be at the back and kind of they collaborate.
Right,
it is a job,
Right.
but you should come up with some of it.
Yes.
Yeah. You should-
Right?
Yeah, a little of it, yeah.
I feel like there's guys that don't come up with any of. There's some guys out there that don't come up with any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
go read the jokes.
Right, they just have a team of people.
Team of people.
There are people that have specials come out, and it's the special thanks. I'll look and be
It's
like,
just like every
Mike
single-
Lawrence. You know, like all these like really good comedy writers. I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks for what? Were they backstage getting you sodas? I don't.
Well, you got a special coming out now, right? Coming out.
No,
when?
that came out.
Hey, what's the name of
It's
it?
called Doug.
Doug. Why Doug?
It's named after the worst guy I met on vacation in my life, who was my
Funny,
wife.
you kinda look like a
my
Doug.
wife. I could pass for a
You look
Doug.
like a Doug a little.
And I say it in the special. You know, it's just about the whole bit's about having a kid and like basically like settling down, like in my 40s and just being like, fuck this. This is what I want to do.
Right.
And I met a guy who was. And like I like to have fun. I like to have a couple drinks, but like this guy was with his wife and had kids and was every time I saw him, he was wet and drunk every single time. And he was obviously, like he judged me at first because he said, "What do you do for a living?" I'm a comedian. He's like, "Good luck with that." And I was like, "All right, this guy's
Just one of
kinda
these people is just like annoying
yeah,
right
he
away.
just shits on everybody.
Does he know my mother?
Nags other guys, and so
My mother still says that.
and
she
a
wants
guy
me to be a hairdresser. Swear to God.
you're doing
she wants
quite
me to-
well.
She wants me to cut old ladies' hair in her house with her.
There's sorry, I don't want
Oh no, and it's the story of kind of me looking at him because I think we all need good examples of men in our lives as dudes, but
Yeah.
it's good to have a terrible example,
Of course.
and be like, I never want to
Anti-role
be Doug.
model.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the story of me just looking at him and going, I want a kid someday, but not
Yeah.
not like that.
Not like
great.
Doug.
Yeah, they hated the fact that they had kids,
Right.
Because they probably had them because their families were like,
that's
that's
the-
what you do.
that's the best kind
He has
of-
no joy, so his only joy is just getting
Right.
just
hammered.
wrecked
Perfect
for like one
PSA,
weekend
yeah.
a year.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
Don't do any
And
of
where
that.
is the special?
That's on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I like how people are like, I don't want to be like my parents. You're like, I don't want to be like this guy. Like you model your life after
Oh, yeah.
one guy.
I'd like to know my dad.
Sorry.
maybe
Sorry
I-
to brag.
Yeah, to have parents a piece of shit.
But the parents also I have a special. I forgot to bring it up.
Yes.
I was gonna
it's
bring
coming
it
out.
This one's coming out.
Yeah,
Yes.
this one's coming
Okay, here
out.
we go.
Yeah, or it's probably out by now.
It's out by now. And it's on.
It's on YouTube. It's called Brave. I filmed it below or Village Underground.
Nice.
Yeah, go to check it out. Go watch it. And if you can't type up my name, just so you can go to bravespecial.com, which I know makes me sound retarded, but bravespecial.com, it'll take you right to the YouTube.
Are you being? Did you come out? Is that what it's about?
Yeah, it's about me coming out.
You're gay.
As autistic.
So
Yeah,
brave.
brave.
You come out in an Indian outfit.
That one of my favorite toss-offs is that on the new David Tell special where he's like, my grandmother's 93 or whatever he said, whatever age,
Falcon?
and people are like, whoa, woo! And he's like, no need to cheer. She's not trans. It's such
The line I think about all the time from that is the one where he's talking about the guys. What are the metal detector guys? The guys who check for.
Oh, yeah,
metal
yeah,
on
yeah.
the head. I forget what their name is, but he's like, you know what? You never hear any of them say, "I should get home before someone starts to worry."
I think he's one of the best.
Oh,
yeah. To me, he's like that. Probably if I got to pick a favorite, gun to my head, it's Dave.
He is.
It's Dave.
pretty
And I think the last special he did captured Dave the best.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to capture him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
yeah.
live comic.
He is.
Oh,
alive.
yeah.
There's comics that you can only see live, and that's the way you're going to get the exact, the best essence of
kind of
him.
We all know it. Like every comic knows like that you can't really fuck with Dave.
Right.
I saw a guy open for Dave at a festival I was in. I want to say Sketchfest, San Francisco, and I won't say who it was, but he's okay. He was good. But you could tell he was working so hard.
Right.
He was like going real fast and
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
sweating
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit, and it was
yeah.
just going. And then Dave just kind of casually comes out and just people laughed at the opener, but like Dave, like I remember, I'm just crying. I'm trying to get my breath back. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, Dave's kind of the perfect. he almost is better when the crowd's bad. Like
Yeah.
it's like there's no way for him to like do bad because his whole style is kind of like you almost want like a indifferent crowd for him to make fun of.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't care, only cares about being funny.
Yeah.
Like he goes up looking, it's like, what are you? You know what I mean? Like, what look are you going? Like, I always like, this shirt go with these pants? And I got these, I have show
What do you-
sneakers.
I-
like, Dave just goes up in the same, like a uniform.
More and more these days, I overthink what I wear on stage, and not even to look cool or like look dressy. I don't wear suits on stage.
It's kind of funny. He's like branded himself, but
Yeah.
not out of PR considerations.
No.
Out of OCD and depression. He's branded.
I'm going to black on black with black and more black.
Wait, black stocking cap.
And then I'm
too.
going to get
a ball cap.
I'm going to get a fucking flute. What is it called? A fucking
a recorder.
a recorder. I
He
hate that
reminds
name.
me
By
of,
the way.
the worst.
It's a flute.
It's a flute.
This is gonna sound really pretentious, but like he reminds me of Dylan in the way that Bob Dylan has this like creates this world where there's like jugglers and like like kind of circus stuff.
Yeah.
He has like his own world, David Tell. It's like it involves like different kind of it's like a midget and a this and a that. It's like he's created his own little universe, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like fog
It's
people.
whimsical.
yeah.
He always has whimsy.
Yeah.
Fog people.
He's just always talking about fog.
Oh yeah, no, that's a line.
fog.
Fenoya pointed that out to me. Fog talk.
Yeah, fog talk. Yeah. Fog. He's like created this universe of like back alley.
But he was
kind
in the
of-
fog smoking somewhere, talking to himself.
He just created this like back alley world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, he's the best.
And your special is out now. Your special's on YouTube. It's weird that, think about that. In our lifetime, it used to be Comedy Central, HBO, and now it's just you make your own special.
It was always YouTube for me in my whole lifetime. I've always been YouTube.
Did you try
baby.
to sell it?
Yeah. I actually have another special, a small special coming out on Amazon.
On Amazon Prime?
Yeah, it's a shorter one I filmed earlier this year.
It's weird because back in the day, you had to do an hour. Now
know.
you can do all kinds of weird shit. I mean, the internet has saturated it in a way because, people are promoting specials. You're like,
I know.
Can you plug my special? I don't want to. I really, because it's going to taint my,
devalue.
did
Well, you always know the reluctant shares.
Yeah.
They don't say. They just say, "Watch this."
Yeah, but
It's just like an order.
it's not.
Watch this. I'm not going to.
It's funny. We were just talking about when you send someone a short or send someone a script and they don't say shit. I literally just remembered a comic I know sent me a special. He's like, "Would you help me promote this?" And I was like, "Totally." Just never did it.
But
so I got as soon as we're done. I gotta be like, "Woo."
Yeah, you're his Louis, or you're his. Yeah. We all. That's the thing. The thing about people not getting back to us, we can't even complain because there's people that we don't get.
That we don't get back
Yeah,
to.
but we shouldn't.
What's the
We
difference?
shouldn't.
You know, there's people you don't get back to.
Yeah, but we shouldn't.
Why?
Because they're not there yet.
But
We're there. We're right there. And if
We're
you're
at the
help,
level.
we can be with you.
the not getting back hierarchy. It's just we're all on it.
I know, but here's the thing. There's so many specials every week. It's like, dude, I can't promote.
Oh, yeah.
Once I got to report. I mean, there was a 3-month period where I was promoting other people's shit more than I was promoting me.
Yeah. It's
And I was starting to feel guilty. Like, should I get on a special right now? I should.
Well, it's so depressing because specials are just as much hard work as they always were to make, but they mean so much less.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's the market
They're not
is
hard
flooded.
to make.
Well,
it's
if
the
you want
easiest thing ever.
If you want to make it good,
But you could get a club for nothing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, specials were in theaters, production. They had a big truck out front with wires dragging out the
just
club.
being like ready, like making an hour ready. I mean,
Making an hour ready, yes, but filming it,
No, that's
anybody
different. Yeah.
can film a special now.
I filmed my hour after Doug came out, like a totally different hour, and instead just clipped it out and put it online.
Really?
Yeah, because it was just like, like my wife and I were talking about it. She's like, I just don't think like another YouTube special right now because you promoted. I broke my neck for promoting Doug, and like it, little something, but not enough to move the needle in any real visceral way. So it's just to do that, and I might take that hour and make it an album, even though I pretty much have a whole new hour now.
Yeah.
But like,
that's great.
It's one of it's just the thing of like it's this impossible world to navigate and take it from like an older guy than you who's been doing it like the special thing a while, and it's just like it's totally different, and that's fine. You know what I mean? We cannot look at it the way we used to.
But back in the day,
Don't put that in your head.
But
You know
of
what I mean?
course,
a special back in the
for-
day was very special.
Yes. Right.
And it took a long time to
Yes.
come
They
up
should
with
be
the
called
first one.
unspecials.
Yes, right.
Yeah, they're not. Take special
Commons.
out.
It's like curated. It's like working really hard, carving a pebble very hard, and then just throwing it into the ocean.
Yeah, it's like beauty pageants. Should just be called pageants.
But here's the thing,
because they're letting 400-pound women in them and winning.
The irony is, a good special is more rare than ever.
Yeah.
Like an actual
but
good
you
special.
gotta sift through a lot of shit.
We've also had our attention span beaten to death.
I know.
Well, that's the thing.
I can't imagine. Young people are just like, so putting my special, it's 5 minutes, it's on TikTok. It's not.
It's tough
They don't
for-
even bother with it because they can't even focus.
And that's
that
like
long.
a lost art because, like, for me, I want to make an hour-long special. I want to work. To me, a special is about
same.
working hard to make it
Same.
engaging for an hour.
Yeah.
And that's the skill. Like, that takes a lot of work. So to me, I don't want to do a fucking, like, 30-minute bullshit. You know what I mean? But that does do so much better than the 30-minute thing. You know?
That's why I like that Punch Up Live thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Because
I just got on there.
Yeah, but they're great because you're putting it up there and you can charge a couple bucks if you want to. And I'd rather get less people viewing it and people that want to see me and that want to support me.
Yeah.
And you get their information. You can contact when you're in their town, send them an email.
Yeah.
I'm glad that somebody stepped up and was like, all right, Patreon, YouTube, all these things are just taking. They're just takers.
Yeah, where they're not giving
They're
you anyone
fucking takers.
emails. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's
I
very
just
smart,
put up like 20 minutes of a 20-minute set I did at the Improv. I'm like, just was this cool? You want to do this? And he was just like, great. I love it.
Put it
No,
up.
because you do YouTube, you don't get anything. You don't get emails.
You get
don't-
nothing.
Yeah, and
You're just working for them for free.
Yeah. I also see people get like,
You get comments like, this guy sucks.
yeah.
Gay.
You just and they just get they get everything, and you just lose your self-esteem.
You get it all, and then you have to watch some rando get 6 million views. You're like, what the fuck?
I was watching a clip of someone's special. I was trying to watch it at the beginning of a special. It was like a liberal guy.
Yeah.
And the first ad was a Trump ad. And I'm like,
Yeah, they can put
he's
anything.
probably not happy about it.
That makes me laugh, though.
Well, you can't control
You
him.
can't. I like it. I like it.
Literally, it's like Trump being
It's
like,
like-
we got to make America great again.
Buy these sneakers. Buy these Trump sneakers.
I had ads.
And then it
going
goes to
during,
him.
Like my
It'd be funny if
my
Nick DiPaolo had a
streaming.
Biden ad in front of him. I would
love that.
Like
love that.
Like a Warren ad. We have to change everything. These cocksucking fucking liberals.
That'd be amazing.
Listen, guys, we have questions for you guys.
Okay.
I have a question for you. Are you Jewish too? No. What are you?
Catholic, raised.
Catholic?
Yeah.
Raised Catholic? You
But
go to
like-
church and stuff?
No.
Irish?
No. Yep.
You don't go to church either, right?
I wouldn't go to church even if I even if I was a practicing Jew.
The church I grew up in, shout out to St. Andrews in Portland, Oregon, like progressive, allowed everybody, literally burned down in the 30s for allowing black parishioners. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
In Portland, Oregon, whitest town. But like, yeah, and my parents were progressive Catholics, if that makes any sense. But it's still, I still just was like, I can't handle it. Can't go to church. No.
How do you give your kid like? It's like I don't go to church either. My wife's never been religious. I went to Catholic school.
Okay.
My grandmother worked at the rectory. I grew up in all that stuff. And I went to parochial school for a couple of times. But it did give me a moral compass to have and to raise my kid a little bit with a. You know, how are parents doing that now? Like, how do you have a moral compass with the kid when it's like, what do you believe in? Like, at least there was something to believe in, and you could kind of tweak it to your advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's always in me.
Sure.
To do don't hurt people, treat people right.
But I feel like that's in everybody mostly. Like you don't have to necessarily have a higher power. I myself believe in God, but I don't have the chutzpah to say I know anything. You know what I mean? I do pray, but like I'm going to leave it to her and just give her options and go, Grandma and Grandpa believe this? Are you talking
about your daughter?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were talking about God. I was about to get so annoyed. I was like, Jesus, you are from Portland.
Yeah.
You're like,
God is trans.
I'm going to
I start punching you.
I'm going to live it up
Listen to
to
me.
the day that.
Yeah. And like my wife's parents don't go to church, especially because her dad, after the whole, he's a big Boston guy. after the whole church scandal
Molestation,
thing,
yeah.
he was like, "Fuck this, no,
Right.
I'm never going to church again."
You mean the right,
You know what I mean?
the right
Yeah.
reaction?
Absolutely.
To sucking kids' dicks.
No other company. I was talking to this. No other company where if they have like all their top leaders fucking kids when that company survived.
No.
They really didn't survive.
I guess they took a beating.
Yeah, they
What's
took
the
a beating.
rectory?
Rectories where the priests live.
It's so funny because they fuck the kids in the rectum.
Never thought of that.
I've never drawn that
How they got the
corollary.
name?
Maybe that's what. All right, make sure. Listen, check out Raanan Special. It's on YouTube right now.
Call Brave. Go
Call
to
Brave.
BraveSpecial.com if you want to go right to it.
BraveSpecial.com, and your special is on YouTube right now.
It's called Doug.
And your Punch Up Live.
Go to Punch Up. Yeah, watch that, please.
Punch Up Live. What's the Punch Up Live?
Matt Braunger.
Matt Braunger. And you're not on Punch Up. You should.
I am. I was the OG.
You were the OG. So
you're on there, cool.
I was like the first or second guy. Yeah.
Nice,
we got it right here. Raanan Hershberg.
I got 15 minutes of my
neat.
special up.
Yeah, go there, check him out, support him there, so he can keep in touch with you, and he can, have at least the data and the information of where you guys are. And he can
I
get-
gotta change my tour date. For somebody that just says Botvia, Illinois, I don't know what that is.
What is Bafia?
It's a comedy vault.
But I've never worked
Batavia.
there.
You're not booked there?
I've never worked there.
Oh, okay.
We got
It's
your
fun.
up-
It's a fun club.
That's the smallest font ever.
Yeah,
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, you do bands in town too?
yeah.
You know, they're so annoying.
Where are you going to be? I can't even read that. You're in Boston at
Funny
the
to me.
winery.
New York City Winery, July 18th. Boston City
Winery's
Winery, yeah, July 19th. And Philly City Winery,
Funny Bone.
July 20th.
Funny Bone, Daytona.
In Dayton, Ohio.
Is it Dayton?
Yes.
I can't read
I know
it.
it's
It's
too
fucking
small.
so small.
I did that recently.
Eugene, Oregon, Bend, Oregon, Boise. Yeah. So just go to mattbronger.com.
And make sure you check out my dates, robertkellylive.com or punchup./Robert Kelly. And my dates are up there. Of course, I'm doing Magoobies. That's probably going to be passed by now. And the Regs are doing the Gramercy, a live podcast. I'm doing the music hall in Portland this summer.
Portsmouth,
New Hampshire.
And Melanie Tent in Boston in August with the Regs. Mic Drop in San Diego. A bunch of dates. Go there, check us out. You guys are the best. We're going to go to questions on Patreon right now. So if you guys are a member of the Patreon, make sure you go over there. If you want to be a member, just join patreon.com/Robert Kelly. You can ask questions. We get an extra YKWD every week with me and Mush. And you're supporting the show. So we appreciate that. Check out their specials. Check out their websites. And especially, number one, when they come to your town, check out their live comedy because that's what we do the best. All this other stuff is extra, and that's what we do. So make sure you check them out. Guys, where are you going to be?
You can follow me on Instagram at Danny Braff and come to Comedy at Verve in Somerville, New Jersey, the third Thursday of every month.
This is my favorite.
And hey, do you like cheese? Well, guess what? I got a whole fucking show about cheese on YouTube. Just type in cheese show.
Who the fuck is that?
He has a show about cheese.
I love there's another guy in the room.
It's Joe Russell, and him and his wife do a show about cheese.
Cool.
And I love
cheese.
Dude,
cheese is
if
great.
you love cheese, you got to go check out this
Okay.
show. It's fantastic. All right, we'll see you guys. You're the best fans in the world. We'll see you next time on You Know What, Dude?